Hi boys and girls, so you just watched the slides on comparing tenths and hundredths, and I think once I go through a few of these, you'll be able to do them and get them all correct. So let's just start off by writing our name. Oh boy, there we go. And let me erase this, there we go. Okay, so the first thing it says, use common denominators. Remember, the denominator is the bottom number of that fraction, to help you decide which fraction is greater, or if they're equal. Fill in the circle with the correct sign. So, greater than, less than, or equal to. Okay, so we have to start off by getting our denominators to be the same. So if we look at 7/10, you might want to get scrap paper. I'm going to kind of work on the side here, but you might want to get scrap paper so that it'll be easier for you. So 7/10, and we need to get to 100. So we know that 10, whatever we do to the top, we have to do to the bottom. So 10 times 10 is going to equal 100, right? So you might not have to write all of these out, but this one I'm going to write out. So we know 10 over 10. We have to get to 100, our denominator, to make them equivalent. So this is 100, okay? And then 7 times 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 70 hundredths. So I'm going to write that. I'm just going to add a 0 and add a 0 here, just so we can see. Then I'm going to take my eraser. Let's see if I can erase this. Oh, not working. Let me see. There we go. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry. Got it to work. All right, so I'm erasing my work. Now we need to tell if it's greater than, less than, or equal to. So I always think of an alligator mouth. The alligator wants to eat that bigger number. So 70 and 17 is what we're comparing, because 100, our denominators are now equal. So 70 is greater than 17. So 70 hundredths is greater than 17 hundredths. Okay, let's go to 2. So remember, we need to get to 100. Our denominators need to be the same, so we know that 10, so 5/10. Again, I would get an extra piece of paper so you can write it out, because this is kind of tricky to do. And then we know we have to do it 10 over 10. Because we need to get our denominator to equal 100, and we know 10 times 10 is 100. So 5 times 10 is 50. So I am going to add a 0 here, and I'm going to add a 0 here. So it's 50 hundredths. I'm going to erase my work. All right. And then let's answer it. So 50 over 100, is that greater than, less than, or equal to 47 over 100? So I know that 50 is greater than 47. So 50 hundredths is greater than 47 hundredths. Okay, let's do number 3. Okay, I'll write it out for you. 6 over 10. We need to get our denominator, so my 10, to get to 100. So I know I need to multiply it by 10 tenths. So we know that 6 times 10 is 60. And then 10 times 10 we know is 100. All right, so I'm going to add 6 and a 6. So 60 hundredths and 6 hundredths. So 60 is greater than 6. So 60 hundredths is greater than 6 hundredths. Okay, let me erase this, and I'm going to do one more, and then I want you guys to show me if you understand and complete the worksheet and submit it. So here we go. Let's see. So I'm getting my drawing tool for tenths. I know my denominator needs to get to 100, so I have to multiply it by 10. Whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. All right, so 4 times 10 is 40. And then 10 times 10 is 100. So now we have 40 hundredths. I'm going to add a 0 here, 0 here. Okay, 40 hundredths and 44 hundredths. Well, 40 and 44. I know 44 is bigger than. So 40 hundredths is less than 44 hundredths because my mouth is open to that bigger number. All right, boys and girls, I want you to get your scrap piece of paper out and make sure that when you find your new fraction that you write it, but show your work just on your scrap piece of paper. I don't expect you to write it out on here because that is a little too tricky. And then make sure you put the greater than, less than, or equal to symbol. If you have any questions, let me know. And when you're done, just make sure you submit it. All right, have a great day.